Good morning, everyone. Um, it's been a minute since I've been up here live, and quite a while. But I came out here to tell a little story, give you some updates while I'm trying to get myself together for this day. So, I had done a live on Tuesday. On my other platform, Ashiro. I was trying to attempt to do it, okay? The word is attempt to do the impression of this person that I really look up to in the art community. But before, like a couple hours before the show to begin, I was setting up the stage. I had to move all the stuff in my studio over there to here so I can sit in a comfortable chair on the machine, because I only can sit up a certain amount of time before exhaustion. And y'all see this black background right here? So me thinking that since I wasn't nervous or anything with the shakes and everything like that, that I can just come up here. Hold on, I forgot to share. It's been a minute. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to invite. I'm trying to invite. Because I don't see. I think I'm being punished here. I don't see her. Can't find that person. Anyway, they'll come in if they see me. Alright, let me come out of here. Okay. Alright, so good morning to you. If you come in and come out, may you have a blessed day. So I was trying to set up the studio and transferring the makeup and all the other things. The lamp, I have fixed a lamp with soft light so that it could be on this table to be up and close to get certain details of my face, right, the way I want it to be. So I had a cane and everything near me in case I lost stability, right? And I got up on the couch. Now, on my couch, I have to use a lot of pillow because the connective tissue disorder I have, right? And what I forgot was one of the pillows have a machine in it. I rolled it up and put it in a pillowcase, right? So when I stepped up and I had a balance and I was getting ready to put this up, the black background, and I had to take a couple pictures off that was next to here to use the nail and just drape the black drape like the way it is now. And lo and behold, right when I get ready to put it on the nail, I moved my foot, my left foot, and it hit the cord of the machine that's in the pillowcase. And I stepped on it and I got in a little cut, but when I felt it, my left leg reacted. And when I did that, I slipped off of the rest of the pillows backwards off this couch towards the floor, hit the floor, hit the table. Table went over and spilled all my jewelry, my makeup, the lamp, everything up against the bar area where I have. I couldn't believe I was on the floor. I said, here I go again, falling like I did in the bathroom out of the bathtub. I fell backwards like somebody yanked me. You know why you know in the movies you see those stunt people, okay, and they had a brace on with the wire to yank them back. That is exactly what happened to me in the bathroom as well as here. Now, I would just have to give God all the glory and mercy. The angels or whatever laying me down like they did, and thank God for my thickness. Because y'all, guess what broke the fall? It was an Amazon bag that I used as a trash bag, but I've been drinking a lot of water at night throughout the day, and I put my bottles in that bag. You know, the bag that they have the frozen produce in. I landed on that because I didn't know what I was on, and I'm forever making a split. My legs was split out. And to avoid this lymphatic machine that I use all the time. And so it was between my legs, and one leg would turn sideways. That's where the left foot. And it was like I did a cheerleader split in the air, like a half a split. It landed that way, and the torso was kind of crooked, and the majority of the fall was on my butt on this bag, and then my back and my arm, apparently my arms was out, so it really hurts right in here, and my wrists and my arm, every little joint there was, I literally felt like I was yanked again, but landed. And then I called my mother. I said, Mom, I'm falling, I can't get up. Can you tell me a joke or something? She said, go to the hospital. I said, Mom, right now, I can't move. I cannot move, Mom. I said, it's your fault. She said, why? It is not my fault. It's your fault. I got your genes from you, your treat. Like Lucy Ricardo at one, and she forever doing something crazy. That's my mother. We don't mean to. It just happens to us. And I got that. I literally have that. And I laugh about it. Well, thank God I can't. You know, I have that gene. But I was in a lot of pain. And, and she was cracking jokes. And I needed that so that I could feel my body talk and move one piece at a time. Make sure I ain't break nothing. But anyway, and so what I was doing, I finally got myself together, right, y'all? But I had to pick up the table and get everything that fell over in place because the show about to start, right? And pole lamp is lopsided, but I used it lopsided. You couldn't see it. And then I'm like, okay, Rachel, you probably, I was missing a piece of my earring. Everything just spilled over, the tiniest thing, so I had to do without it, right? Because I had to make up the jewelry. I had to make up the outfit. I had to turn the dress upside down and pin in the seams. And so it looked like a jacket with long wing sleeves. It was really pretty. And I said, I just might do this with this outfit. You know, when it's a cool day or night, when I go out, I could just slip it over a nice long dress or something like that, or jeans. It's really nice that my mom gave me. Thank you, Mom, for everything. Anyway, so I had to come in here and tell y'all that and then give you update of my health. Yes, I am literally sore. My godmother, she came over. We did some things, but she had me out longer than what my body could tolerate, and she was funny about it. But I didn't go nowhere but one place. I stayed in the car, and I got suntan. Look at my hand. They definitely got it. They definitely got it. So it's okay. I'm going to even out for the winter. I'm going to even out. So, get to the update of health. So, I'm trying to remember when the last time I shared this, but I went to the pulmonary doctor. I went to the rheumatologist doctor. I'm supposed to be wearing braces for 8 weeks on both hands, but it's more than what she's saying, because not what she's saying, so I wear them when I need to, like lifting stuff up, and at night, the way that I sleep, especially this hand here. So that was that with her. Pulmonary, he had to see if I had POTS. In his way of seeing that he didn't have the machines, he decided to see how long I could stand up. In like 10-minute tests that he found out that he could do in his office. And then he's going to refer me to Johns Hopkins for the, I don't know if I can say, for the study of what I have, right? Because I've been denied twice from my insurance. Okay. So I went there, and I didn't even make it. I did it to 10, but I was being tortured while I was holding for 10. Around about 5 minutes is when my body was breaking down from the weakness, of my left foot, and then the tremors started to do inner tremors of my legs, and then it went to the bigger one. So I have 2 types of tremor that was discovered by NIH when I went to be tested from the neurologist, right? And I had to lean off of the left leg to the right leg. Mind you, my walker was in front of me, so he told me to sit down. You feel like sitting. So my torso was getting weak, but I leaned to the right to put all the weight on the right while my body was being shaken. I lasted the 10, and at the same time he was looking at my pressure. The pressure went all the way, it was 70 up to 89, and he said, yeah, it's climbing up. And I said, yeah, I know. So when I'm up from a sleeping position, the pressure keeps climbing up, even right now. And when I lay down, it goes to normal, and sometimes below. Well, he submitted that. I get a letter in the mail that I was denied again from Kaiser. And then, that's 3 times. That's it. 1, 2, 3, strike you out. That's always been my thing. And I said, I'm going to do my own thing. I asked him if he had any problems with me doing holistic, because that's what my body enjoys, holistic things instead of the chemical stuff. Every time I do that, it damaged my body, make it worse. So, he did not mind, y'all. He's a good pulmonary doctor. So I went seeking and found some specialists that specialize in long-haul COVID. And, of course, we got to pay out of pocket. And one fee was $450 for consultation here locally. And then I found this place in Clinton that I share with you guys, because any condition that you have, you could call them, get consultation, or you could call and ask if they have teas for blood pressure or whatever it may be. and they can ship it to you if you don't want to go in. I'll probably be doing my hair. So, I talked to her, so she would give me a discount because I promoted their business. It's a family-owned business. Mama, daughter, and grandmother. And I said, okay. And then we could figure out, what she call it? Well, come up with a solution, what kind of herbs and stuff I could take, for my body. But then I called, old girlfriend of mine came in my spirit to call, and I called her. Oh my goodness, we had so much fun, and I'm telling y'all, she told me she has someone that don't charge. And so I'm waiting for that phone number, see what she say. I'm putting them all together. God is good because he's just sending me resources. Of me doing my research on the brain, my research on, that's where I last left off at, is the brain and the mind, what you put in that brain of yours. We need to love your mind more, okay? Really do. And learn how to detox your memory of the bad stuff that you don't need to be holding on to. Make some room for the good stuff to come in. We really need to do that. We all do. That don't mean we crazy. That means we smart. Okay? So, just like you clean your house, get rid of the bad stuff, and you bring in the new. And that's the same thing, because the body is the house. The body is your coat. The out layer. We protected the inner. You need to take that thing, get dry cleaned, or whatever. You need to go clean yourself up inside out. Okay? And anyway, y'all, so I had to do this hair for that look. But a lot of my hair came out too. So I shared. September seemed to be the month that my body physically goes through a detox naturally. And that's when I go into cleansing. I go into isolation. So, to clear my mind out of what I've been through, with people. I'm highly sensitive, very sensitive. And I just call myself the bubble queen. I call myself the black sleeping beauty, because the more I sleep, the better I feel. Like today is the second day after that fall I had. Anyway, how you doing? I'll try to read because I got eye issues. Theodore Moore, how are you? And so, guys, I have how people would wear them waist, them beads that go around your waist. I do it around my ankle, and when I see the beads separate, it let me know that I need to prop my feet on the lymphatic machine, and because that's what happens. The cortisol goes high up in my body real quick and spread, right? So I try to get a hold of that and get the help that I need. And so far, and the energy too, I have this blend, like my little cappuccino blend that I do with the turmeric and the turmeric, ginger, cayenne pepper. I got clove in there. I meringue in it. Is all in here. I'm doing a double cut right here, and oh my God, it does work. It helps me to eliminate. It helps me get energy, because that's what y'all said. Because I've been up since 4-something this morning, and I was struggling because of the bruises from the fall. That was a serious fall, and I figured out my next occupation should be a stunt woman, like a handicapped stunt woman. You ever heard that? I think I'd be good with that because the thickness of my body and some more how I can tolerate pain. I can tolerate pain from here down, but here up, I'm still learning the signals. And yesterday, while I was out and about where I should not have been, it was just too early, but I did it. I've been doing some risky stuff this month, so far I walked, I guess, halfway of the community, and with the shortness of breath, that's what I'm trying to get. The pulmonary, them, they don't know why. They don't know why. I'm shortness of breath. Not yet. I'm not done with my research. So, my x-ray and all that, other than I got scarred lungs from the when I had got COVID pneumonia, both my lungs has a scar, and I'm keeping my eyes on that. And my eyes on my eyesight too. So I asked him, about the honey eye drop, and he was like, no, I never heard of it. He says, if you're going to use it, for me to keep him abreast of when I use it and how long, if I see a difference. So I'm case studying myself. Pretty much that's it. With long COVID association, they do natural things too. And I like what they brought to my attention that I'll be using when I go out and when I come back in. And I do a little bit because it has chamomile tea in it. Well, and I easily go to sleep when that's put in my tea. It just puts me out. So I can't do the whole bottle when I'm going out and about. But when I come back in, I do that. And I do raw onions. Because when I feel something coming on. And then he tested me allergies, right? Because I kept telling him, every time I go out, something happens to me while I'm out there. And then when I come inside, it's of course, the eyes is irritated. And then I start sneezing or itching this nose and stuff. And I'm allergic to trees. And he told me what kind, and we have them here on the property. And then he told me I'm allergic to dogs and cats, and I love animals. So I definitely have to wear my mask outside and around the cat. And I ain't seen much of the cat because cat is a community cat. But my cat, funny, he like for me to cook the eggs and tuna. He like them eggs. And so it's like, what? I don't even eat eggs like that. So I like boiled eggs for my tuna salad or something like that. So he came one time, and off the time, because I trained him what time to eat. He just put his nose up, because I don't know where he been to eat. Maybe they got some better table food, I guess. Well, I don't have much table food. I don't cook like that right now. I really ain't. It's like I don't have an appetite, but I got to wait till my pressure go low and I start shaking and stuff, and then I'm able to hold what I eat down, because I feel like I want to throw up a lot. And I have like the throw up bags in every place, every room, in my purse. So that's the update, y'all. So I try to think of something else, but I just been in prayer. I'm doing a lot of meditation, prayer. That's the frequency music, and that really helps my body. And that's what I'm playing now, is that. And that's vital. I resonate with that. My body can relate with it. I cannot relate with people who scream and fuss. I can't hear them. It's like womp, womp, womp. when people doing speeches, like someone recently had done a speech, it did a hole inside my head, went this way and out the other ear. My godmother tortured me with that speech yesterday. And I was like getting sleepy. I was letting her know, girl, I don't listen to that person. That person's voice just go right through my head. I don't know what he said. So yeah, I pretty much y'all know who I'm talking about. I can't help it, but that's how I am. That's how I'm built. Good morning to everyone that come in, tune in. It's early, I know. I'm trying to get myself together because I got to clean up this mess because I knocked over the table with the makeup and things, and so it's not together. It's not. It's a mess right now, and I'm drinking the energy thing right here so I can get enough strength to put this back in place way over where the studio is. So, and I decided to come in here because I feel like, I have not been on here in a minute, and I had to come in and share. And then, because people was like, where you been, on my messenger? Where you been hiding it? You all right? You okay? Well, come in here. Yes, I'm okay. I disappear like that a lot. I go in hiding, especially during the fall and winter. Get some peace, quiet time, because it's time for me to let go of the old, bring in the new. I go into writing proposals for grants so I can operate the grant for the following season when I know that the grants are open now. And it is time to apply. Right now, it's time to apply because they try to get all this stuff done before tax time. So you start looking now. That's a tip for me. Start looking for no grants that's out there, available program that's out there that can help fund your project. This is the time to do it. So I try to orchestrate to work around my condition like I done years ago, back in the 80s and so on, with photography and stuff like that. So I accomplished all those. Now I got to accomplish this book to put into the National Museum of Women in the Arts. So I forgot to I have to follow the rules. The book can only be, so I decided to make it a book. So it only can be so wide and so high, right? But eventually I'm going to make a collectible item book with everything in it. And it's going to be limited. So I'm working on that with some people to help me make it. Delegated. That's one project. And so, I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot to get the bandage. So I cut my foot when I fell. It's a slight little, but the little bit of ones hurt. Yeah. So I'm working on that, and I'm trying to work on some unfinished projects that I need to complete. And I'm trying to get back with my seniors to create a program and invite people to participate. So I got to put a new team together because my best people, I went looking for them this year, y'all. A lot of close friends and associates in the arts have passed away. And I've been dealing with grieving. Yeah, I grieve too. In more than one way, I grieve over my own, used to be healthy self. I had to get through that. Now I'm a new me. I'm becoming, and still is becoming, what God wants me to be. You know, I have scars, lots of them, but they're beautiful scars because it tells my testimony. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm looking for people for me to do personal appearances, tell my story as God wants me to do. Okay? Real talk. And the look that I have done Tuesday, we had real talk afterwards with my people in my VIP section. So I'm going to be doing clips for that. It will be on my YouTube channel. Y'all go subscribe to my YouTube channel, because when you subscribe, your name go into a little bucket I have for the YouTube subscribers. I pick a winner and I give a gift out. I inbox the people, let them know that the name been picked, right? And I send them to them. So make sure you do it before the end of November, because I do the little every other month. So I want people, go on and do that. Subscribe. It's free. And I'm trying to hit that number. I have more people looking at. I got like 400 something videos there where I dump everything on the playlist, and so people can look through it, about my research, about a lot of things that I love to do in my life. You know, I love landscapes. I love architect, the people. And yeah, I'm a nerd like that, little geeky girl. I love gadgets. Yeah, I am more of that than what's the word? I can't even think of the word. Yeah, I'm a tweaky girl, and I build things, and I think of ideas, and I make them happen. You know, growing, gardening. Y'all see that, grow your own food, and even from scratch, you know, like the seed, or just cut a leaf, because that's what I'm doing with my snake plant now. I cut a leaf off and put it in some water, put it in the light or sun, and let it root, and it'll form a new leaf. I know how to do that, you know, so make something out of nothing, okay? So I see the beauty in things that other folks don't see. Yeah, a visionary, a seeker, truth seeker. That's me. So nothing to be played with. Don't. And I don't need to do anything. So I'm protected. Spiritually protected. I am. And everybody is, if they know how to activate. That's the thing. And people got to spiritually get themselves together. They really do. Make that connection, you know. Don't straddle the fence. Good or bad, which one are you? That part right there is what I'm talking about. So there's going to be more of that. Using myself. Yeah. So storytelling. This was a storytelling moment. Yeah, your girl fell again. So, you know, I told them I have like my exercise mat down here that adds on to the cushion. I think I need to do the whole floor like that, all over the place. I need to do all over the place to have that cushion. Even the bathroom have that cushion. So they're like a puzzle. You put them together. They have them in the gyms and things like. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Find a nice design pattern, put all over through this place, even the kitchen. You know, or somebody said that I should wear bubble wrap and create a bubble wrap outfit to wear in the house. I said, oh man, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I said, sure. Oh my goodness, that was a great idea. Yeah. When I know I'm going to do something crazy, going in the closet and got to get up on a little stepping stool. That part, because my neighbor told me not to do that outside, not with me by myself. I need to have somebody watching. And I was trying to call my girlfriend when I decided to get up here. And she wasn't to be found. And then I said, oh Lord, okay, so I'm gonna leave everything in your hand. I'm about to step up and take these couple pictures down, which I got to take all the pictures down. I got to take pictures, all these things that I have, and send them to the museum. I got to do that anyway. But I kept this because this was a story of my heritage. This is because the two people, the lady I portrayed, did an impression, and my story relates. It relates together, and I'm glad I had that discussion of real talk. And matter of fact, I'll bring some questions up here, and y'all think about it and make comments. The comments is pertaining to people who have chronic illnesses or anything that bring your body down, okay? And there's different angles of this, because when a person have those condition and they're not being who they used to be, it can take a toll mentally, physically, spiritually out of that particular person who is the patient, as well as their caregiver or family members, loved ones. Because the person who's a patient, they didn't ask for this. It showed up, okay? The thing is how to handle it, all right? On all angles, not just the patient, but the loved ones, the caregiver, family and friends. And they don't want to be no burden on no one. They really don't. But they feel like it because people separate themselves from the patient. And that make them feel some kind of way. Don't think they ain't feeling that. They are. Now, how do you handle that? On all angles. Like, give the caregiver a break. Send them on vacation and find somebody else to take their place to take care of you. Okay? Because they're going to need to release that stress of them changing their whole livelihood to take care of someone as an adult. Okay. That's another angle right there. The person, the caregiver, if it not a weekend vacation or a 15 minutes, 20 minutes, that's a staycation. Go and meditate when you take your break, while you're eating. Just close your eyes and breathe in and breathe out. You know what I'm saying? So you could go back in and be in the right mind frame. Take care, because I've seen some stuff. I've seen some things that happen in the old folks' home. These places, not just the patient and the family, but the people who's supposed to be hired to take care of those folks lose their marbles too. Now, I can speak from personal experience myself in rehab to relearn how to walk. And I was hearing people screaming and stuff, and no one show up. I rang the bell, not just for myself, but the person who was yelling and screaming, and no one showed up. And I had to literally use the furniture in my room to go open that door and sit there for a long time for someone to come down and do their little routine. And then I see a lady who kind of yelled at me. She mistreated me. She yelled at me, why are you at the door? You should be in the bed. You shouldn't even be at the door, because I still had COVID. And I said, ma'am, I've been buzzing this button for myself, and not just myself, but the lady who was screaming down this hallway. And, you know, I woke up and I had blood on the sheet and my pajamas and stuff. And that was why I was buzzing the thing, because I needed to be changed. She needed to be changed. She said I did. She come in there, and she literally unlocked the zipper, because there's a protected zipper door in front of the main door. I opened the main door, and the plastic door was still zipped up. She come and pushed the chair I was in, moved me away from the door, and closed the door, and zipped up that door, and never came back. Never. I ain't never get an assistant other than the person who came to do the regular routine, taking my vitals that morning, and I reported it. And she hated that I went through there. But I'm just saying, you see, that was mistreatment right there. Didn't it just push me out of the way of the door and close the door and out? I'm like, oh, you gonna do me like that? Okay, I'm not the one to be played with. You don't know who's in here watching. I was watching. One eye open, the other one closed. But one night, someone actually came and slept in the room with me. And I never used a reclining chair, but it was a blanket and a pillow over there. And I like, oh, wait a minute. So the lady who brings that stuff in, she knows exactly where she puts it, over by the closet and that desk. That's where all the stuff that she brings, she puts it there for me. Never over the recliner chair. I never used that. I can list one mistreatment behind the other of this facility. And I told Kaiser not to use them anymore as a vendor. Don't send nobody over there until they get their stuff clean on the inside. But just those of y'all who put your family members in those places, check out the reviews. Check them out, okay? Yeah, exactly. That part. So, just saying, people need to treat people right, you know. You need to treat people right, because what goes around, come around back at you. Because if the Lord's willing, you're going to grow old one day too. Okay? You want to be treated right as well. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're preparing to cross over and get your stuff in order, you got to put the right person in charge, because you know what? Sometimes them people don't follow your instructions. I'm just saying, they ain't have your back. I'm just saying, you find somebody that's very loyal will do that for you just by watching what they do for their loved ones. You will keep your eyes open. Spiritually, just saying, there's another way of seeing things, okay? Than these two here, you better get yourself together and be in tune with yourself and God. Okay, y'all. I don't even know what time it is, but I feel my energy coming, and I want to take advantage of it and use it, pace myself when I use it, and get right back on this machine that's really keeping me going. The Amethyst Biomat. This thing come a long ways, and I use it every time when I go to the health fair to help the public for free. For free. And I want to get back doing that again, some way or somehow. You know, if I got to raise my own funds, you know, I got to do it, because people are asking for me. And I like, just be patient. be patient. God's dealing with me, and I work it out. I figure out how to work it out, y'all. Because I was blessed to receive this mat more than once, because this lady saw what I was doing for the community. She blessed me 3 times with this type of mat, and this thing is hanging by thread. I got all this tape on it, and now I gotta order this leather to take off the old tape and put this leather over it, and hope that will last longer to preserve this, because this thing is expensive, and God was really good to me so I can help the people out there for all them years with I was on the health team for Howard University outreach program, and I was the outside contractor. And for years, I didn't even have this at the beginning. I did not have this from the beginning. He showed me how to treat people, and he would do the rest. Basically and it didn't take long. People saw folks being transformed right there in their face. And I had all these people write down their testimony that I had collected all them years of what was written of the process. Y'all, God is good. And, I ask for y'all to just keep the King and myself in prayer, and we taking it moment by moment as life is given to us. We appreciate the smaller things in life, and grateful. I'm grateful to be able to breathe, even though it's shortness of breath, but I'm breathing. I'm here to talk to you. Life is precious. It's like I look at people being petty over things. They want to keep up with the Joneses. They want the envy and jealousy. They want that relationship you got, that you were blessed with. They want loyal friends, but they don't know how to make friends themselves. They ain't no friend to themselves. They're not loving themselves. That's the ticket. Or love God. That's the other ticket, the main one. It's like they're scared. They're running in fear. They don't want to become what God wants them to be. They're running from their assignment. They're not aligning themselves. Okay? You got to align yourself. That's important. That's important. That's my little tip for y'all for the day. Get your day started. Appreciating the breath of life. When you able to breathe, when you realize you're waking up, just lay there with your eyes closed and just be grateful. God, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything that you do, especially waking me up this morning. How you going to open that gift that he gave to you? How? You going to rip it apart like you done lost your mind? Or you going to take your time and reuse the wrapping and the ribbon and stuff? Give it another life. You can. Just saying. And watch nature. Nature would teach you. Be wise on that. Be wise on that. They collected their food during the spring and summer, and they storing it up in their little storehouse for the fall and the winter. You need to do the same thing if you know what I'm talking about. And I put a resource up here for y'all that I just found out that live in this area, the Maryland, D.C., Virginia area. This person deal with the farmers directly, and they can bring it to your doorstep. Depends how far you are of the zone. They will do that. So I shared it. I'm a repost it again on my little story thing. I'm going to repost that So if you know someone that live in those areas, send this to them. Don't keep it to yourself. Share it, okay? And that's what I do. I share my resources, my study with y'all. Truth seeker. That's me. All right, y'all. That's it. So my next look will be in November, but it will be done over there on the other side, but I will share it in my YouTube. Go follow me, subscribe, so I can put your name down when I see the notification. Okay, so I kind of stepping back from all my social media for a reason, but I headed there to that platform that I just told you, because I want to go live there and do things there. Okay, that's it. I'm keeping it simple. All right, peace and love. I gotta put the leave-in condition in my head and grow back the hair that I lost in the transition of September. I shed in September. I love y'all. Okay, take care of yourself. Leave something in the comments. Respond to those questions about you and your family members. Let me know what you do, to create peace and joy after you work so hard on that day. Taking care of somebody, anything. What you do to keep peace within your heart. Yeah, put it in the comments. Let's help each other, okay? Because I developed the kindness community, and that's what I'm about, is that. All right, what about you? Let me know you want to grow, be a part of this kindness community that I'm putting together with loyal people who love people, genuinely. All right? Peace out. Love you.